If you'd like to see what I got from Book Outlet from their $5.99 fiction sale, then just keep watching. Hi, I'm Danielle, and if this is your first time coming by my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And if you are coming back, well, thank you too, because you still want to come back after the mess that you see me be all the time. That's pretty nice of you. Thank you. All right. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I bought during the $5.99 fiction sale from Book Outlet. I always have my link to Book Outlet down in my description box, and you can check that out. If you choose to make a purchase through my link, thank you so much in advance, because it gives you $5 and me $5. So that's an awesome way that we can both have a little bonus, and you can get yourself some good books for a really good price. Because even if it's not the $5.99 fiction sale, all their books are always at least half off. So I shop from there a lot. I've got some other videos. I'll link them up here. You can check it out. All right. So for today, I have this box here, and yeah, my address there. Anyway, let me just go ahead and get it open and show you what you really came here to see. So I actually ordered this a couple weeks ago, and was just waiting till I had time to open it up and show you guys. And so I kind of don't remember exactly everything that I ordered. That makes it extra fun to me. So we're gonna go ahead and just grab right off the top here. I do know it's mostly fantasy. I will say that. Who am I? Who am I? If you've been watching my channel since the beginning, and you're like, what? You don't read fantasy. I never said I wouldn't. I said I would be interested in it or trying it out. And guess what? I think I might love it. Anyway, so, I've got a little Book Outlet card here. Take $10 off your next $50 order. Sweet. They give you a little Book Outlet little bookmark here. I'm going to show you. It says Certified Hot Book Summer Read. So if you can see it even around my head. And Book Outlet. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. The first one is Starling House by Alex E. Harrow or Harrow. I'm not really sure. But it looks like this. So pretty. Love it. It's got sprayed edges, all purple here. And it is a nice floppy paperback, just like I love. And let me tell you what it's about. Opal is a lot of things. Orphan, high school dropout, full-time cynic, and part-time cashier. But above all, she's determined to find a better life for her younger brother Jasper. One that gets them out of Eden, Kentucky, a town remarkable for only two things: bad luck and E. Starling, the reclusive 19th century author of The Underland, who disappeared more than 100 years ago. All she left behind were dark rumors and her home. Everyone agrees that it's best to ignore the uncanny mansion and its misanthropic heir, Arthur. Almost everyone, anyway. Opal has been obsessed with the Underland since she was a child. When she gets a chance to step inside Starling House and make some extra cash for her brother's escape fund, she can't resist. But sinister forces are digging deeper into the buried secrets of Starling House, and Arthur's own nightmares have become far too real. As Eden itself seems to be drowning in its own ghosts, Opal realizes that she might have finally found a reason to stick around, and now she'll have to fight. So, creepy old mansion, mystery, you know, it just sounds like it's going to be interesting. So, glad I grabbed it. Next up is The Stone Road by Trent Jamieson. I don't think it's Jameson. I think it's Jamieson. And this also, like, what a pretty book. It's got just like some kind of reflective parts on it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's pretty. On the day Jean was born, the dead howled. Beyond the town's borders, a siren call from the mysterious furnace, which is capitalized, began to draw the people away, never to return. Jean's stern, overprotective Nan has always kept Casement Rise safe from monsters, but she may have waited too long to teach Jean how to face them on her own. To understand the ancient evil that threatens their town, Jean will have to embrace her legacy, endure her Nan's lessons, and learn all she can before Furnace burns down her world and everyone in it. So, this sounds really good to me. I'm also picking up a couple, you'll notice, I'm grabbing some things that are going to be in series, you'll see, but also I tried to go for some standalones because I really do like a standalone, and I have this weird thing where if I read like the first one in a series and it's not that good, I'm like, yeah, but maybe the second one's better. And then if there's one after that, I might be like, well, but maybe the third one's better. Like, it's the sickness. It's a sickness, okay? And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to purposely go for some standalones so that I don't do that to myself. So that's the second one. Also, I didn't mention, but during the $5.99 fiction sale, it's for hardcover and also for paperback. So whichever. So some of these, I try to get paperback most of the time in things, but some things only come in hardcover, and then some things you'll see why I chose what I did. But this is The Last Tale of the Flower Bride, and this one is a hardcover. I just don't like dealing with dust jackets on things. Let's see. The Last Tale of the Flower Bride. It looks pretty though, how it's written on the side. And this is by Roshani Chokshi? I'm not sure. Sorry. A scrumptious, gothic-infused story about a marriage that is unraveled by dark secrets, a friendship cursed to end in tragedy, and the danger of believing in fairy tales. Once upon a time, a man who believed in fairy tales married a beautiful, mysterious woman named Indigo Maxwell Castaneda. He was a scholar of myths. She was the heiress to a fortune. They exchanged gifts and stories and believed they would live happily ever after, and in exchange for her love, Indigo extracted a promise that her bridegroom would never pry into her past. But when Indigo learns that her estranged aunt is dying and the couple is forced to return to her childhood home, the House of Dreams, the bridegroom will soon find himself unable to resist. For within the crumbling manor's extravagant rooms and musty halls lurks the shadow of another girl, Azure, Indigo's dearest childhood friend, who suddenly disappeared. As the house slowly reveals his wife's secrets, the bridegroom will be forced to choose between reality and fantasy, even if doing so threatens his marriage or his life. Combining the lush, haunting atmosphere of Mexican Gothic with the dreamy enchantment of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, The Last Tale of the Flower Bride is a spellbinding adult debut from New York Times bestselling author Roshani Chokshi. It's a darkly romantic page-turner about love and lies, secrets and betrayal, and the stories we tell ourselves to survive. Ooh, sounds scandalous. But yeah, so again, creepy old manor, secrets. Her husband's finding out some things about her, even though she said, like, their agreement was he could never ask about her past. So I have a feeling it's going to be real good. Okay, this one, the cover is so pretty. It is a hardcover. This is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. Like, do you see this? Do you see what this looks like? It's so cute. And it's so pretty all around the back. It's got the purple sprayed edges. And then, let's see. Sometimes books are interesting on the inside. Not always. It just looks like this on the actual book. And let me tell you what it's about. A lush cottagecore tale full of stolen spellbooks, unexpected friendships, sweet jams, and even sweeter love. Keela has always had trouble dealing with people. Thankfully, as a librarian at the Great Library of Elysium, she and her assistant, Kaz, a magically sentient spider plant, have spent the last decade sequestered among the Empire's most precious spellbooks, preserving their magic for the city's elite. When a revolution begins and the library goes up in flames, she and Kaz flee with all the spellbooks they can carry and head to a remote island Keela never thought she'd see again, her childhood home. Taking refuge there, Keela discovers, much to her dismay, a nosy and very handsome neighbor who can't take a hint and keeps showing up day after day to make sure she's fed and to help fix up her new home. In need of income, Keela identifies something that even the bakery in town doesn't have: jam. With the help of an old recipe book her parents left her and a bit of illegal magic, her cottage garden is soon covered in ripe berries. But magic can do more than make a life a little sweeter, so Keela risks the consequences of using unsanctioned spells and opens the island's first ever and much needed secret spell shop. Like a Hallmark rom-com full of mythical creatures and fueled by cinnamon rolls and magic, the spell shop will heal your heart and feed your soul. It just sounds like such a cozy, fun kind of a read, and so I was like, yeah, I think I need that in my life. This sounds like a book that I would like to read probably in the end of summer, right before fall is starting. So I might do that. I might make that choice for myself to pick this for a TBR, in August, maybe August. Okay, we'll see. Now I need to make a confession here. So for my June TBR, I had joined a book club and we were reading a fantasy, like a romantasy kind of book. And it was my first sprayed edges book. And I get so excited about it because I'm like, this is so cool, right? Okay, you saw those 2 purple ones in this. I mean, that's cool, but not that exciting. So these next 2 books, no, I did not buy them purely because of that. I always look on Goodreads when I'm buying from Book Outlet because there's so many things that I'm like, ooh, 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 and I could just go absolutely nuts. And I'm like, okay, I need to narrow things down. So I do use Goodreads for that. However, if something just sounds like it really has a storyline that I think I would love, I'll buy it anyway, even if it doesn't have great ratings, because you never know. It's very subjective. I mean, there's plenty of books that people rave about that other people can't stand, or vice versa, you know. So these next 2 books, though, both sounded awesome and had good reviews, and they're gorgeous. So I am going to show these to you. I am so excited about them. The first one is A Song to Drown Rivers. Like, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. But this is where the real magic is, okay? Like, the flowers and just the wispy loveliness. It's so pretty. So let's see. Ooh, look at these. Look at these end pages. Yep. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff. Like, and I just saw something. See, I didn't know about those end pages, and I also didn't know about this. Okay, let's, oh. The mind destroys, the heart devours, it says. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then here's the side. I'm trying to not hit my face in there so the camera focuses on it. Oh, this is like one of those hair pins, like that's beautiful, decorative. I don't know exactly what they're called, I'm sorry. But, oh, is that gorgeous. And just University of Michigan colors, just saying. Inspired by the legend of Zishi, one of the famous 4 beauties of ancient China, A Song to Drown Rivers is an epic novel steeped in myth about womanhood, war, sacrifice, and love against all odds as the fate of 2 kingdoms hangs in a delicate balance. Zishi's beauty is seen as a blessing to the villagers of Yu, convinced that the best fate for a girl is to marry well and support her family. When Zishi draws the attention of the famous young military advisor Fan Li, he presents her with a rare opportunity to use her beauty as a weapon. One that could topple the rivaling neighboring kingdom of Wu, improve the lives of her people, and avenge her sister's murder. All she has to do is infiltrate the enemy palace as a spy, seduce their immoral king, and weaken them from within. Trained by Fan Li in everything from classical instruments to concealing emotion, Zishi hones her beauty into the perfect blade. But she knows Fan Li can see through every deception she masters, the attraction between them burning away any falsehoods. Once inside the enemy palace, Zishi finds herself under the hungry gaze of the king's advisors, while the king himself shows her great affection. Despite his gentleness, a brutality lurks, and Zishi knows she can never let her guard down. But the higher Zishi climbs in the Wu court, the farther she and Fan Li have to fall, and if she is unmasked as a traitor, she will bring both kingdoms down. Oh, so that just sounds so good to me. I love that it is based on like a legend and, you know, a Chinese legend. I think that's just, I don't know, a really cool thing. I've never really read books like that before, so that's something I'm really interested in. And I just love the story of it, like using her beauty as power to, you know, help her kingdom and avenge her sister's murder and, you know, just all these different things. Like, that beauty is more than just like how her village looks at it as like, oh, it's a blessing because you marry someone, you know, of a good standing, you know, like that's, she's using her beauty for something so much more. So I thought this sounded very intriguing. And I never said either that this was by Anne Liang. Liang? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Liang. I am going to apologize all the time because I honestly am not sure how to pronounce a lot of names. I mean, a lot of us are like that. I don't want to disrespect someone by mispronouncing their name, but I don't know. So I'm sorry. Okay. So the next book is The Wren and the Holly Library by K.A. Lind. Lindy? I'm not sure. Again. But so this again, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we've got those sprayed edges. Now, I do have a little bit of a bone to pick here because you will notice that most of the books, now they didn't seem to do it on this one, but the books that you get from Book Outlet a lot of times have a little marker dot on them because they're overstocked from stores. That's how they can sell them for so cheap. And actually, none of the other books have it, except for the Stone Road, which I don't care at all, on the bottom of there. But then they put one right here on the top of this beautiful sprayed edge book. Book Outlet didn't do that. It's the stores, I think, when they're sending out, you know, after they're overstocked. Or sending out their overstocked. Whatever. Anyway, but still kind of weird that they did that, but okay. But then, you guys, I looked at this in a store. I was at Second and Charles with my husband on our anniversary, and I saw this book there, and I was like, oh, this is coming in the mail. And I looked at it, so this is a cheat. But look at this. These end pages are amazing. And so they are both the same. And then the book itself. Do you see this? Do you see this? You're like, no, because your face was in it, and it was focusing on your face, and we see enough of your face. So, wow. That's awesome that the whole book is so pretty like that. That's my first one. I'm so excited. For those of you who read a lot of fantasy, especially fantasy books are the ones that are really pretty. You're like, yeah, okay, cool. But for me, yeah, okay, cool. All right. Okay. Can you love the dark when you know what it hides? Some things aren't supposed to exist outside of our imagination. 13 years ago, monsters emerged from the shadows and plunged Kyrsa's world into a cataclysmic war of near total destruction. The New York City she knew so well collapsed practically overnight. In the wake of that carnage, the Monster Treaty was created, a truce of sorts. But tonight, Kyrsa, a gifted and fearless thief, will break that treaty. She'll enter the Holly Library, not knowing it's the home of a monster. He's charming, quietly alluring, terrifying, but he knows talent when he sees it. It's just a matter of finding her price. Now she's locked into a dangerous bargain with a creature unlike any other. She'll sacrifice her freedom. She'll offer her skills. Together, they'll put their own futures at risk. But he's been playing a game across centuries, and once she joins in, there will be no escape. Again, just sounds hopefully fast-paced. It sounds like it will be. And just, yeah, intriguing. And I love the idea that this is based in New York, but New York has collapsed as we know it and become this, you know, like there's monsters and like, this is just fun. This is fun. Okay. It's like a total, reading is an escape anyway, but this is like a total escape into like just crazy stuff. And I think I like it. Like I never thought I would really enjoy fantasy type books that much, but like I love dystopian fantasy. I mean, just, I don't know. I love like magical realism in books I'm discovering. Like, it's just fun and goofy and takes you out of like the everyday. My everyday's really good, so I don't need to be like taken out of it. But you know what I mean? Like, you just want like something fun and goofy. So yeah, I'm excited about all of these, obviously, or I wouldn't have bought them. So those are the 6 books that I bought during the fiction sale from Book Outlet. And you better believe I keep going on there because the sale is still going on as I'm recording this. And I'm like, no, Danielle, you don't need to buy more books because you already said you're going to start getting things from the library. And if you really, really like them, then you'll buy them. So that's what I need to do. So I probably shouldn't buy any more books for a while. Unless it's from the thrift store. Because that's really cheap. And so that doesn't count. Or they're from Little Free Library. That's free. Little Free Library. So I can get books those ways. But I probably should chill out on my, you know, book hauls from places like Second and Charles and Book Outlet and things like that. So yeah, have you read any of these? If you have, let me know what you thought of them. No spoilers. And I look forward to eventually, because I also have all these books and all these books and library books and Kindle books. So eventually I'll read these. But until I do, they'll just be sitting looking so lovely on my shelves. So that's worth something. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I guess I will just be talking to you again very soon. Bye.